get that sound down a little bit. And there we go. Perfect. This is not Donkey Kong. I'm so sorry. This is a game called Legacy of Time. Actually, I'm going to be quiet during the speaking.
I'm not listening.
If you hadn't infected my suit, we wouldn't be stranded here in this forsaken...
I object to the term infected. Some of my best friends are viruses. I prefer the term select.
Get the hell out of my suit, you annoying little bug.
That's Mr. Little Bug to you. And I would love to leave this rapidly ripening Robbie the Robot fat suit, Miss Au Natural, but it appears that we are stuck with each other. Besides, there's nothing stopping you from leaving my suit.
Actually, Arthur, that's not a bad idea.
What are you doing? You took me serious? You're not supposed to do that. You'll be unprotected. Don't drink the water!
She and the robot are not going to bone, no. And this is a good game. This is Legacy of Time. It is the third game in a series of games called the Journeyman Project. I played this game when I was little. My parents played it, and we beat it. It took a while, but it's a game that is near and dear to my heart. A lot of fun. It is still relatively cheesy. Graphics aren't incredible because, well, FMV game. But I do believe it had a fairly high budget. So, the first two games in this series I don't think really matter all too much. There's some characters, but that's about it. Not really an overarching storyline or anything. Now they're about to talk.
Commander, I'm receiving a priority message from Frontier Outpost Helm.
On main screen.
The vessel has ignored all hailing attempts. All electronic systems were disrupted when it arrived. Our station is beginning to drift. Any symbiotry ships within this sector, please assist.
Can we make it there in time?
No, sir, we're too far. Scanners indicate that there's a large vessel next to the outpost. Wait. Commander, I'm detecting a huge displacement wave emanating from the space around the vessel.
Oh, Lord. Must be thousands.
There are more ships appearing on the border.
All systems are shorting out. Energy levels are up to stick!
Outpost Helm, this is the science vessel Oracle. Please respond. Can you hear me? Helm, this is the science vessel Oracle. Please respond. Are you reading me? Please respond. Helm, this is the science vessel Oracle. Please respond.
They have returned.
I don't remember if these they are in the other games. I don't quite remember. I don't think they are. The other games are kind of like they're about completely different things. There are some relevant things in this one, but overall, the first two they don't matter. Now, the AI Arthur, who you heard speaking in the opening cutscene, he used to be a human character in either the first or second game, and he ended up getting killed, and his consciousness was transferred into an AI. I don't quite remember how all of that plays out, but the main character, Gage, already knows him from previous games. That's really about it. The woman that you saw at the beginning also, she's in the other games, I believe. She kind of, she's sort of the main heroine in a way, but not quite. It's been a while since I played the other two, but Arthur will give historic info and scientific info, depending on things you might find, and he's also the joke maker and everything. So, but yeah, this game is great and has pretty decent music. So there's also that. But let's start the game, shall we? Also, I'm sorry for the horrible echo of my voice.
Remove the power cores.
But sir...
You have your orders, Dalton.
Hold it, Will.
There's our main character.
The decree was just handed down from the Earthworld Senate.
We can't just shut everything down. This is insanity.
Old
We have a
bearded guy is in the other two
responsibility to
games.
safeguard
He's
this
always a
great
dick.
commissioner.
The responsibility has been revoked. All time travel operation
He also
has been
looks a bit like
suspended.
Robin Williams, which is a
This
little
comes from
disconcerting.
higher up.
What about Agent 3? She's still out there hiding in the stream. We already know what she's capable of. We can't shut down TSA with her at
The
large.
Agent 3 case has been closed. There's no evidence she survived. We've scoured the time stream for a month and turned up nothing. She's gone, Gage.
She knows exactly how we coordinate pursuit missions. With her training, she could easily be avoiding detection. We're making a tragic mistake, Jack.
I have orders to deliver all jumpsuit cores to
He
the World
is
Senate.
the main character. Look at that
Appeal
dinner
there
roll
and
chin.
fight this with all my influence. Until I settle
I think this
need
is the
you
only time he
to
speaks.
uphold the suspension and take command of the
Other
TSA.
than that, he's a silent protagonist.
Can I count on you, Gage?
There are cutscenes with him later, but that's about it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I do apologize for my bad audio quality. I am playing this on my laptop because it just will not stream on my desktop. So this is the wonderful setup we've got going right now. The game will start soon. This is all build up.
Thomas, Elliot, your fears have been confirmed. The Kothalas have returned.
Oh, I should have told him more when he came. Now my people, my planet, are in terrible danger. Old friend, I need you to do something for me.
Now, this guy is in at least one of the other games, and he is, in fact, a huge criminal. I believe he is in a hospital, well, because he's about to die, and he has just died.
My old friend,
And he has some wonderful
may you
old
find
man
peace
makeup.
at last.
This game is, I think, did get very great reviews when it came out. I don't really know much about it. It's from 1997.
I'm the virus. Thanks for the adventure. I'll see you on the other side.
What's going on?
Okay, this is from a previous game.
What did you do? What did you do?
What are you still doing here, Gage?
Painful pleasure is the
Hoping
best
to
kind
jog
of
some
pleasure, though,
memories of
isn't it?
this. It's strange. I don't remember anything of Arthur.
It's not strange at all. You were mind wiped. Those synapses, those memories are gone. Those events had to be selectively erased.
I know I shouldn't remember him, but I feel an absence I can't explain. When Agent 3 captured me, Arthur sacrificed himself to save my life. From these logs, I can tell we endured a lot together. I can't recall a single moment.
I did play the previous entries, just
That's it. She just hooked up the pipeline.
I don't want to live stream them.
Gage, you gotta see this.
They're not as good as this game.
Fallon Prison.
Frankly, some of the logic in those other games are pretty stupid.
Into the symbiotree was thwarted by the heroics of Gage Blackwood, Agent 5 of the Temporal Security Agency. Sinclair will be remembered as both the greatest scientist of our time and
David, you're doing a very good impression of a typical Twitch chat. All we need now is Seth shouting "cuck" at the top of his voice. They are ugly aliens, but I guess at the very least,
Not now!
they're probably supposed to be a little ugly.
I've pinpointed
They
the
are
rip,
good guys,
origin
though.
Mediterranean 1262 BC. It's caused a... Gage, there's a temporal distortion wave heading towards the president. It's amplifying exponentially.
Agent 3, she's finally made her move now. The TSA is completely crippled. Will, you have to install a new core for this.
Commissioner Baldwin took all the cores.
Oh
We don't
boy,
have time
his
to construct a
acting.
new
There
one.
must be something. What
Cue
about
that
the
scenery.
Pegasus device?
That old time machine? Not a chance. It's been shelved for years. Gage, we're suspended. We don't have many options.
Forget the suspension, Will. That wave will rewrite history. There must be a way to stop it. You're hiding something from me. Damn it, Will. Tell me how to go back while there's still time.
There's one very dangerous possibility. Follow me.
That's a great copy pasta you've got going there, David. Thank you.
I'm not supposed to show this, even to you. But under the circumstances, well, here it is. The chameleon jumpsuit.
How long have you been keeping a secret from me?
I began working on the prototype about a year ago. It utilizes holotechnology, allowing an agent to assume any virtual disguise in its database. It was intended for your deep time research unit.
Has someone performed a stream dive with it?
You'd be the first, but I suppose that's nothing new. Gage, if you go, Commissioner Baldwin may never grant you another command again, or worse.
Baldwin knows it's my
It's
job
both.
to preserve history, Will. He'll understand. If he doesn't, then I guess I'll be cellmates with Agent 3 when I get back.
The cutscenes are not the meat and potatoes of this game. Game is happening right now. No more cutscenes for quite a while, I think.
Alright, there's no time for a full diagnostic, but I need to see if the chameleon system works. You should now see a display within your helmet. Move your cursor over me. Use it to capture my image. Hurry. Good. Now my image is in your image database. Remember, you can only assume a form that is native to a time zone, which means you'll have to capture someone else's form when you're in the past. Also, you'll need to know how to initiate a temporal jump. There's a display at the top of the helmet that shows the date and the current time zone. Activate that and choose a location. You should only have one, the source of the distortion wave at 1262 BC.
Easy peasy.
That's it. The rest is up to you. Good luck, Gage.
Everything reminds you of the Lich King. Alright. Game! Now, ooh, I forgot how that was. Woo! That's really swivelly. Alright. Boy, I wonder if there's a, Okay, well, I might just have to deal with the, very quick turning in this. Alright. I have to get used to this game again. You get motion sickness?
Gage, remember the smooth, sultry voice? It's me, Arthur! The Robin to your Batman, the Jekyll to your Heckle, the Thing to your Thing. Why the long face? You remember me, right? Dimples! Remember the... From your blank stare, I would say that you don't. Oh well, I'm not hurt. But if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a look around and make myself at home. While I'm checking things out, I have a message from your pen pal, Agent 3. Yes, Miss Joy. She left it for whoever found the suit.
My jumpsuit's the cause of the distortion wave. Once Arthur sends it to the TSA, the crisis will be over. I know everyone believes I'm a traitor. I can't change that now. But what I have discovered is so incredible that I'm willing to turn myself in. But I can't risk being imprisoned before my discovery's investigated. So, you'll follow my trail and see what I've seen. I have hidden 3 pieces of a time code that will lead you right to me. The first code piece is hidden in this environment, not far from here. Arthur has the coordinates for the other 2 time zones. You will soon figure out why I placed the codes where I did. In 2 of the environments, you want to go to the highest vantage point, but in the other, go to the lowest. I implore you, keep your eyes and your mind open, and remember that your first duty is to history.
The good news is, I know why you don't know me. The bad news is, you were mind-wiped. 2 months ago, you were taken from the past to help save your neck in the future. Together, we stopped Agent 3's plot to frame you. But I got zapped into the time stream with her in the process. Once your name was cleared, the TSA sent you back to your own time without any memory of the adventure, so you don't remember me. But we're back now. Together we'll find Agent 3 and bring her back alive. Oh, this will be more exciting than a pair of pants full of geckos.
Yeah, so there you go. That's a pretty good summary of the last
Just
game.
like before, I'll display icons for you to talk with me. If I have a comment, the thought icon will illuminate. If you want my sage advice, check the light bulb and see if I have any help. Oh, and I took the liberty of moving into the old translator biochip. So, I'll be your universal translator now. The new coordinates are in your jump menu. Lead on, Gage. According to history, this uncharted island never existed. However, we are relatively close to Thera, an island that erupted in a huge volcanic explosion a few hundred years ago. The crater it left became the island of Santorini.
I don't know what's with the eyes. Also, Arthur is voiced by a guy who did some stand-up comedy. I don't remember his name, but he's pretty good. Also, I will be hitting the light bulb. We're going for full dialogue, guys.
The destruction of Thera had far-reaching consequences. From about 1950 to 1450 BC, the Minoans of Crete ruled the Mediterranean during the golden age of their civilization. When Thera erupted around 1450 BC, volcanic ash from 70 miles away covered Crete, while tidal waves flooded the island cities, wiping out. That derelict boat seems to be in a hurry to leave the island. Hold on, there's somebody on that boat.
Cut off the dialogue.
Familiar. Call me time-space happy, but I swear that's Dr. Elliot Sinclair, the scientist who invented time travel. The guy you put away for 10 to 20 at Vega Thowlin. He could be Sinclair's distant cousin. And you know what that means. Baldness is hereditary.
I love Arthur. Alright. Alley-oop.
That building was not dilapidated from natural erosion. I would say that it looks freshly smashed. Who would have it in for a windmill?
Oh no, we missed a light bulb. Gotta go back and get it, Henry. If it'll pop up again. Maybe not. Sorry, I'll try and not wiggle so much.
If we overcome these stairs, we could get to the top of the windmill and have a nice view of this entire island. But I don't see any other way to go up other than those broken stairs. Maybe if I threw your legs over that bottom step and climbed up your spine? God, I wish I had a body. In order to get to the top of the windmill, we need to find a way to get up to that bottom step. Something like a rope would do the trick. There seems to be quite a bit of junk around this island. Let's look around. Maybe we could find some useful junk to help us get up those stairs.
Everything is copying Dark Souls.
Clean up aisle 2.
Dark Souls is a master game. And Hayao Miyazaki is the greatest game director. Now, I don't remember if you can get through. Has been a while since I played this game, so I do not remember exactly where everything is, but should be able to find things relatively easily. I believe you can also skip some of this or make him move faster. I don't remember exactly how to do that, so that might be an unfortunate thing, but
make sure you don't trip on that rope. That was a subtle hint to look down.
Oh no, look down.
Not as subtle as a hammer. That rope ladder is like one of your modern ladders in many respects, only more rope-like. That's not driftwood. It does look like it once belonged on that ship out there. It appears to be in pretty good shape. I think the rope ladder would go very well with your inventory. What? You're going to leave the owner a note? You're on a deserted island! Gage, take the rope!
Oh, that's right, there's drag and drop in this. Woo! You know what, I think I can just hold the arrow keys and he'll move. Maybe not. Nope. Okay, maybe not. Maybe at some point. This is kind of hard to play with a trackpad, but I don't really have a mouse I can plug in right now, so whoopsie doodle. Oh good, he's got another idea.
If we only had some sort of climbing device. Rope ladder! Let's see, rhymes with poke bladder? Wait. Arthur the All-Knowing is seeing a rope entwined in your future. I see a rope ladder, much like the one in your inventory. I see you hooking the rope ladder onto the broken stair. I see you climbing up the ladder. I see... Whoa. I see you have a tight-fitting jumpsuit.
Very good. Thank you, Arthur. Oh no.
Oh no, the stairs are wasted. My parents are gonna be pissed.
Thank you, Arthur, you wonderful creature. Nope. was some nice clipping right there. Let's see. I don't think I can go out that way. Sometimes a little finicky. There we go. Didn't you know, John? You just had to go around. No, I swear I can go out here. Maybe I can't. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Alright. Up the ladder we go.
This island isn't deserted, it's been attacked. Something destroyed the city's seawalls and flooded it. I doubt she would have written the code into anything permanent. She probably would have traced it in sand, dirt, maybe even human blood. A message she knew would not stay permanently. Keep looking. I'm sure it's right under your nose.
You're not wrong. Thank you for the Venn diagram. Oh look, it's the Earth a couple days from now. Oh, well, except there are aliens here. Oh no! Game over. We died.
That
That's the
Cyrolan
game,
ship
everybody.
completely leveled that building. But the Cyrolans are supposed to be the good guys. The founders of the symbiotree. Why would our allies attack? We need to get to the bottom of this. Let me check out the time code. The time code you found is 1/3 of a temporal coordinate. With the other two pieces, I can triangulate Agent 3's location.
This is a good game.
Well, you found one of the codes. I assume I have your interest.
Quit memeing on me.
Now, find the other pieces. There's still much more to see.
The nerve of her. Coming in here, taking over my space. Next thing you know, she'll be cleaning up my workbench.
Fantastic.
We're in a null time pocket, Gage. If this place was a verb, it would be regurgitate. Agent 3 and I discovered it when we were thrown into the time stream. Not a terribly exciting place to honeymoon, but I figured it was safer than where we just were. Gage, I think you're good for about 900 more flushes. Gage, help! We're trapped inside your screensaver!
Ha! Screensavers. Remember those? Alright, let's go to the Andes Mountains.
Either Agent 3 has sent us to languish in a deep well, or we shrank into your turtleneck. If this is a well, then one of my wishes is to be in a bigger well. Maybe we could use that rope and bucket to send a message to the surface. Something like, "Help us, we're new to this time-traveling thing," or, "Please fill the well with stairs."
Or we can do this.
There is a rock blocking the slab from covering the drain. Remove it, and ye shall be king.
No, wait a minute. I'm Arthur.
Remove it, and it won't block the drain anymore.
If this well works like I think it does, pulling that lever on the wall drops the stone slab over the floor drain, allowing water to fill the well. Or with our luck, it unleashes the well-dwelling piranha. When you pull that lever, water should come rushing in. As the water fills up, we might be able to ride it to the top of the well. To avoid drowning, hold onto the bucket and use it to increase your buoyancy. To hasten drowning, pull the lever with your mouth open. Next time we vacation in the past, I'll bring my swim trunks. So what's next? Bungee jumping off the pyramids? Bull leaping in Crete?
Alright. Let's see. Oh! Boy, good thing I remembered that.
Did you hear that noise? Sounds like there's some kind of commotion going on in the distance.
Well, I heard something. Let's see.
Whatever tore through here seemed intent on breaking and scorching everything. From what I can tell of the remains, the former culture was very advanced, and judging from the shape of this plateau, they mastered terrace farming techniques. Although they probably should have put more time into the fire department.
Seems like a great big building over there. Things over here that I thought I could grab, but I cannot. In fact, I don't think I can go any further over here. So, okay. I don't think I can go inside that building either. Nope. Now I know that there's a way to just keep on moving. Oh, you know what? I think when it's double arrows, you can just hold down and he'll keep walking. I think that's what it is. Yep, that's what it is. There we go.
We've covered most of this plateau and we haven't found that timecode piece. Agent 3 said that in 2 of the environments we needed to get to the highest vantage point. Those balloons look like they have a good view.
They sure do.
How typical. Every time we go to a theme park, all the good rides are closed. For once, I'm at a loss for words. I can't think of a reason why those piñatas are here. Pre-Columbian South American cultures were never really known to be avid balloonists. But then again, according to my knowledge of this time period, there was no record for this civilization. The balloon closer to the ground appears to have been damaged. I can see that the higher balloon appears to be in better shape. It has an attached gondola. With the attached baskets, the natives could have used these balloons for transport.
Most definitely. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
We need to find a way to bring that lower balloon down to our level. Whatever mechanism they use to manipulate the balloon is broken. Let's improvise. Remember the bucket crank on the well? You could attach it to the end of the lever arm and use it as a winch to reel the lower balloon down.
Heck yeah. Excellent. Let's go ballooning, boys.
If we're going ballooning, I don't want to hang from this thing like some deranged Bond villain. So, we could either attach the basket you found Or we could keep looking around and hope we find another basket with a CD player and leather interior.
Ooh, CD player.
Now, Gage, don't panic, but we're going to attach your basket to the balloon and fly high into the air. Why, yes, Gage, I like mushrooms. Why do you ask? Not exactly the prettiest balloon, but it definitely maybe should fly. Who am I kidding? This baby's going down. Why don't you go up first, Gage, and I'll go find a shovel and dig your early grave.
Thanks, Arthur. Thanks for being so supportive. Now, I like to imagine this man sitting in his armored future suit, just crouching with his hands over the basket, peeking out.
Do you hear a hissing noise? Yes, I'm quite aware of how annoying that is. Doesn't look like the code is here. Agent 3 must have meant for us to reach that next balloon.
He is just like my real
Look around
friends.
for anything useful. We need to find another way to draw that balloon closer to us. Try taking really deep breaths.
In fact, Arthur is my only friend.
Now try not to think about the height, Gage. We're only 100 feet up. Just breathe deeply and sob into the in-flight magazine. And here we are in the skies, risking our very lives, waiting to observe disgusting mating patterns of the South American wallow wallow swallow. Hubba hubba. You know, being up this high in a hastily constructed, barely navigable flying balloon, and knowing that you've never had a flying lesson, really puts things in perspective, Gage. I found that being hundreds of feet in the air makes me twice as frightened.
Let's magnify. Enhance! Well, that's very interesting. There's a hook.
There's a rope with a hook dangling off our balloon. See if you can toss the rope to the other balloon. If you can hook the gondola, then you can pull that balloon over.
Let's do that. Oh no, look, it's just floating up all by itself. No arms here. Oh, wow, what a throw. Oh, yep. Perfect. Good jump. Definitely necessary. Look at how far he jumped.
Newcomer Gage Blackwood has roped a wild air balloon in under 6 seconds. That makes him our new rodeo grand champion.
Thank you. All right. Oh no! Oh look, it's the big evil ship.
There were 2 different alien groups fighting over that city. I recognized the Sorolan ship, but I have no idea who those other vessels belong to.
Arthur is great.
Maybe Agent 3
You
can
just have no
explain
taste.
more when we find her. Let's look at this time code.
Don't worry, I'm well
Nice
aware
work,
that
Gage.
Arthur could be
I'm computing
irritating.
the second piece now. Looks like she's pretty far. How can I tell you in terms you would understand?
There is an option
You know
to
how
turn
long
him
it takes
off,
to find
but I
humor
love
in a
him,
Gallagher
so
show?
whoops.
Well, in time-space terms, she's 1,000 Gallagher shows away. That third piece is essential to the coordinate. We need it if we want any chance to find her.
Excellent. By now you understand the importance of my discovery. Go to the last environment. The final code piece will lead
I
you
have
right
to let
to
you
my
guys
position.
hear all the dialogue, right? especially
She
when
does
Arthur's
that
speaking.
one more time, I'm putting up a sign that says no girl time agents allowed. Gage, this is your colon. Eat more, Bran. The whole space-time continuum concept is actually quite simple. You see, Gage, space and time are actually just floating along in a big lava lamp.
Alright. Mission complete, mission completo. Let's go to the Himalayan mountains. In April. Should be nice and warm and... Oh. It's not warm at all. It's covered in snow.
It's cold. I think we just arrived on Agent 3's shoulder. From the state of things, we just missed the avalanche that tore through this building.
No, Henry. This isn't improv. This is scripted.
If we invent the toboggan centuries before its time, we could sell them to local Tibetans and be gazillionaires in the future. Using time travel how? Oh, I suppose you want to save the world. What about our needs?
Oh no, enjoy your movie. I will enjoy my time adventure. Oh no, a dead bald man. And that thing.
Oh my, Gage. That poor man in the snow is dead. The destruction caused by this avalanche was complete. I doubt there were any survivors.
See, the thing about Arthur is, when there's times to be serious, he's actually serious. Unlike the new Ghostbusters movie, where they just didn't know when to shut up.
Would it be improper for an artificial intelligence to go sledding? Just one hill, Gage. Come on, it's the Himalayas!
Oh, I think I wanted to go over here, actually. Or did I? No, I don't think there's anything to grab over there. Go this way. If the game will let me. Thank you. Oh boy. I don't know what effect that is.
I feel like yodeling.
I'm sorry to say, but I quote this game quite a bit, unbeknownst to everybody in my life.
Agent 3 said that one of the time codes would be at a low vantage point. My guess is that she probably hid the code somewhere in that ravine. Gage, why does Agent 3 hate us? She could have just as easily put it on your dresser. If we can fix the controls in the gatehouse, the bridge should extend itself and reach down to the bottom of the ravine.
Sure should.
That wheel we found in the snow was probably part of the broken bridge controls. With luck, a little love, and a whole new set of bridge controls, we probably could snap the wheel back on and extend the bridge. Let's give it a try.
Let's do that. But first...
Good idea, Gage. That's it, we'll just climb down into the ravine, and then we'll just find a nice little hotel, maybe have a light dinner, and then we'll maybe... Oh, Gage, give me some warning next time you try to kill yourself.
Oh no. Alex wants me to list my top 5 Fire Emblem waifus and lewd art. Well, I have not seen any lewd art, so that's unfortunate. Or rather fortunate. Top 5 Fire Emblem waifus. Sure. Lucina, Cordelia. I don't know any other ones really. I don't really like too many of them. So there you go. You got top 2 characters I can stand and like. Whoop.
That mechanism must have controlled something around here before this place was smashed. Maybe we can fix it.
Oh yeah, how could I
Gage,
forget
go get
Gaius?
my Time Life Mythical Land home repair books.
The greatest character and not irritating at all.
My best guess is that the broken mechanism was used to extend and retract the bridge outside. Seems as if part of the control piece is broken off. So what do you do when something's broken in your apartment? Oh, that's right. Move out.
Well, I'm sure that did something. Oh, whoops. Oop. That's a little wonky. Let's keep going until we can't go anymore. Oh, I suppose Hinoka from
Ow! I think I was sitting on my keys.
From I don't know. Whichever one is that? Awakening? It's Awakening. No, it's not. Fates. Rebirth. That one. She's fine. Oh no.
Your old hard life of crime just might pay now. We could get into this building if we break in through the window. The beauty of my plan is that breaking and entering isn't even illegal yet. Why don't we just force open the window? It's not like the insurance inspector is going to say, "Sure, the avalanche knocked over the house, but this window looks a little suspicious." The window is frozen shut. We need something to pry it open. Gage, go inside and try to find a crowbar. Use the wooden staff to pry open the window.
I like how it just gets from vague humorous hints to, no, do this, just do this, go and do it. Stop asking for hints, idiot. Figure it out, moron.
It's possible that Agent 3 hid one of the codes in this room somewhere. Let's spread out.
Spread out.
There are windows above that half-buried Buddha statue. Agent 3 might have wanted us to see something that was on the other side of this building. I didn't think I would ever see a head bigger than mine. But there it is. Climb up on Buddha's huge cranium and we should be able to reach that window.
Let's do it.
Just think. If we were in the Magic Kingdom, this would be Tragedy Land. In case of an emergency, please exit the building over the escaped Buddha in an orderly fashion. The time code must be around here somewhere.
Oh, there it is. Right in front of my big dumb chin. I'm sorry, it's not that big. It's more that it protrudes immensely. I don't have a Percy chin. Is that his name? Arthur. No. Wait, yes, Arthur from Fire Emblem.
Uh-oh,
Mr. Captain America.
Sir Rollins. They look like they mean business. What could they be searching for here?
Oh no.
Gage, if we don't leave now, the Master of the Flying Guillotine will finish us in a split second. We've got her! Computing her position now. According to these coordinates, Agent 3 is hiding 14 days before your present time on a different planet. Possibly Jupiter or Saturn. Okay, I have her position now. Be ready for anything, Gage.
Here we go. Game done.
Now you know that aliens destroyed Atlantis, Shangri-La, and El Dorado. Imagine how history would have been different if those cities were spared. The TSA must know of our discovery. With the last timepiece, you should have the coordinate for my position. I will be waiting.
Whoosh. I mean, honestly, that suit prop is pretty good.
Gage, I didn't think the TSA would send you. How can you ignore what I've shown you? Think of your duty to history.
What would you know about duty? You're coming with me now.
Wait, before you arrest me.
Overacting.
There's someone who may convince you further.
Why do you plague me in my final moments? You took away my lab, my life.
Dr. Sinclair, I saw you in the past. Fleeing the destruction of Atlantis. What were you doing there?
Atlantis! You saw its destruction. Then you know that the most beautiful city in history was destroyed by our benevolent protectors.
Yes, I saw it all, Elliot. But why did the Sorolans attack? They're our allies.
They razed Atlantis. It was an unrelenting fire. When the Sorolans came back 10 years ago, I tried to warn Earth, and nobody would listen. And I was imprisoned by you for my foresight.
Whoops.
I need to know more. Who were the Sorolans fighting?
Long ago, I believed in higher powers. I took it as my purpose to heal and shepherd the world. But the world turned its back on me. And this is my reward for a lifetime of faith.
Well, you are a crusty old man, so...
Goodbye, Agent Blackwood.
Elliot.
Yes, hide that butt chin. Oh boy. A little dated graphics.
Can anyone around here follow orders?
Whoop!
William, the chameleon prototype was top secret. Your ignorance just as deep as Gage's.
I love this guy. He's such a jerk. He's always mad.
I can't imagine the trouble you've caused us. Lock her up! I should throw you in with Agent 3 for insubordination. But the truth is, I need you. We're in the middle of a crisis. The Breaker Quadrant was attacked only hours ago.
What? There hasn't been an attack on the Symbiotry in decades. Do we know who?
We haven't been able to identify the ships. They smashed through our frontier outpost. They're on an intercept course for Earth. The Sorolans have cautioned us to ready our planetary defenses, and are here to offer their support and counsel.
Gage Blackwood, I am Gisela, the Sorolan ambassador to
Whatever
Earth.
you do, don't look into their mouths.
Crisis, we have
Oh
come to
no!
thank you for
Those
your
same
aid.
ships have been on Earth before. They were fighting your people, Ambassador. Gage, tell them what you saw.
How is she still here? Get her out of my sight!
Agent 3 is right. While I was in the past, I saw a craft similar to that one battling Sorolan ships. I was in Atlantis, Ambassador. I know what your race did.
What the hell are you talking about, Gage?
Be calm, Commissioner Baldwin. My government has never permitted me to admit this. In your distant past, we defended your planet against a savage race, the Quothalas. When my race was young, an elder race called the Sosequi had already passed. They left only whispered legends of their legacy, a relic that contained their vast knowledge.
A trail of legends led us to Earth, and it was at Atlantis that we met the Quoth the Lost. Afterwards of peace failed. We both fought with a frightening passion for our birthright. When one of the Quoth the Lost ships landed near the temple, we had no choice but to destroy the city. We still believe that action saved your world, and many others.
Your quest for the legacy has resulted in the destruction of 3 civilizations from our history.
The Quoth the Lost were butchers! We saved your Earth from enslavement!
After the destruction of Atlantis, we battled the Quoth the Lost hordes for centuries. Twice more during your history, the Legacy's influence resurfaced in the form of 2 highly advanced human cultures. Sadly, each of the cities were destroyed in brutal battles. After the 3rd city fell, we were able to crush the Quoth the Lost. We assumed they were gone forever.
Commissioner, I'm receiving a message from deep space.
Earth. You must turn over the legacy and time travel technology, the birthright of the Quoth the Lost. If you do not, there will be dire consequences.
The situation is desperate. The Symbiotree defense fleet is scattered, and the Quoth the Lost Armada more formidable than ever. That is why we have come here. With the legacy, we may be able to stop the Quoth the Lost. Without it, the Symbiotree might not be able to protect Earth this time.
You need us for our time travel technology. You're asking us to go back to the cities before their destruction to search for this legacy.
Let me go back, Commissioner. I've been to the cities. I can find this legacy. At the very least, it will give the Earth a bargaining chip with the Quothalis.
You wouldn't even know where to start looking.
In each of the cities, the attacks seem concentrated over the central temples. The legacy may be hidden in one of them.
Doesn't look as though we have much of a choice. But this is going to happen our way, Ambassador. This will be an Earth investigation only.
Yeah.
The Earth government will be made aware of everything you've disclosed.
My government should not have kept this from you for so long. I
Probably
hope it
not.
will not hurt the kinship between Cyril and Earth.
Very well, Gage. I'm sending you on a mission to search for this legacy.
Now he's super happy.
William, program 3 jump coordinates to each of the 3 cities approximately 1 day before they will be destroyed.
They should be uploading to your suit in a moment.
How will I know this legacy when I see it?
All of the Cyrolan legends describing the legacy are vague. This pendant is an ancient Bosequi relic that our archaeologists discovered on another planet. We believe this symbol is a Bosequi marking that represents their legacy. The true legacy might also bear this mark. Good fortune, Agent Blackwood.
Alright. Now the prologue is out of the way. There shouldn't be too many more cutscenes, except for important parts, but very good.
Well, here we go, Gage. We need to find the 3 pieces of the Bosequi legacy. The time coordinates are in your menu. Choose one and we'll be on our way.
Let's see.
Meanwhile, back at the Batcave... Gage, tell me honestly, you're really the only guy that works here, right?
Now, this next quote. Oh, every time.
Bright light, bright light!
I love it. Alright. Let's go to... boy. How about we go to the Mediterranean Sea? Let's go to Atlantis. I don't think it really matters which one you go to first. I will pause this for just a second while I go get some water. All this not talking and watching cutscenes has me thirsty. I will be right back. get down to saving the past / future.
Look to the center of the city. That's the intact temple that the Sorolans obliterated into flaky temple dandruff. The layout of the city seems to radiate around it as if it dominated every aspect of their culture. Sounds like a good place to start.
Sure does. Oh.
The inhabitants of the city were ingenious. See the series of concentric seawalls? It looks like they built a canal and a lock system to control the water level within the city. They've drained out the crater to expose more usable land. But if they're reclaiming land, why did they keep the water level high in the center? Did you notice that one of the sails on this windmill is missing? Well, I did. And I deserve a cookie.
You sure do, Arthur. Let's see.
We have a lot of ground to cover, so if you get stuck, we can always time jump to another environment. Don't fret. I'll log the precise coordinates so when you choose to return, we'll appear exactly on the spot where we left.
That is very helpful. Thank you. Let's see. I think we want to go down. There we go.
That door might be a trap. Door.
Arthur is my kind of guy. He makes terrible puns.
Igor, pull the first lever. I need a lever that won't drive me crazy.
Oh no, we're missing a gear.
Figuring out what all these gears do will be like looking for a needle in a place where you wouldn't normally find needles, like a balloon factory, or a bakery, or a cheese shop. Can I take this over?
Let's see what we can find.
The gears of progress. Look at how they turn. The gears of Gage's mind. Smell them as they burn. See, a little poetry. Cute? No.
Look, good thing there's a convenient pile of gears. There we go. Now, go all the way to the other side.
Few more turns, Gage. Heave! Put your back into it, laddie. I think this lever controls a clutch mechanism for the windmill. When you pull the lever, those snail-shaped wheels lift that circle around the shaft, meshing it from that windmill. I'd say it's disengaging the sail assembly from the main drive shaft so the sails spin freely. I guess you didn't get that issue of Popular Windmills.
Couple more. And maybe yet a couple more. There we go.
There's the broken windmill spar. Now that we have it aligned, we should be able to walk out onto it. I'm not fond of proposing dangerous plans, but if you turned around and pulled the lever, the clutch would disengage and the windmill would turn.
Oh
and the blade
my.
would carry us close enough to jump onto the wall. I take what I said back. I love proposing dangerous plans. Gage, once you pulled the lever, jump when you were just about to pass over the wall. But first, could you sign this waiver that says this whole jumping thing was your idea?
And away we go. First major puzzle solved.
The first description of Atlantis in literature was from Plato in a series of discussions from his works Timaeus and Critias. According to Plato, Atlantis was a utopia that existed somewhere in the Western Ocean. It was never known whether Plato was actually describing the fabled lost continent or fabricating an elaborate concept to help prove an argument, as he was known to do.
Thanks, Plato. You're no Socrates.
We shouldn't stand here for too long. From up here, we're likely to be seen. Oh, Kai down there! Who, us? Just a couple of windmill repairmen doing their job. Gage, quick, show 'em your butt crack. Anyway, we should find a guys quickly before we really are spotted. If you can jump over to the crane, we could climb it all the way down to the docks. Go on, Gage. Take a flying leap. There's not much action up here. My friends would faint if they heard me say this, but let's get down to those docks. I feel so cheap. From our little perch, I'd say we have a couple of options. We can shimmy on down to the docks, or we can walk to the other side of this crane and climb down onto the mast of that dock ship. Remember, don't look down. I told you not to look down. Now you better use the umbrella.
Also, I'm pretty certain if you stand in one place too long, you will not be spotted, so nothing to worry about there. Oh, look at that.
The writings on the sail on the back of that dock boat tell me it's Egyptian. Let's see, I think it reads, "My other ship is a barge?"
Let's see. Let's go down, shall we? Or rather, over. I have amazing balance. Look, it's the rope ladder that we used earlier. Thank you, game.
Avast, ye landlubbers. Ye face Arthur the Terrible and Blackwood the mildly terrible but still righteous mom. Strike ye colors and prepare to be burned.
Don't mind me, I'm feeling particularly naughty today. Luffy, what kind of cruise ship is this? No skipper, no Marianne, no professor? Probably no shuffleboard or holes in the hull. I'm leaving.
A very timely Gilligan's Island reference. Thank you, Arthur. Ooh. Pick up a little hanky.
Captain's log, star date 1262 BC. A routine expedition, we've stumbled upon a strange Atlantean vessel with no crew. I'm hoping to rescue a naive alien mermaid shackled within the brig of this ship.
Perfect. Rarely have I ever heard a William Shatner impersonation that is so well done. Oh, look. We can talk to him.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Sorry, there's dialogue in this. Dialogue choices.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
Nasty weather? That's strange. Even a cautious weatherman would tell you that today is a parasailing day. It would seem so, yes.
Well then, perhaps you had better move indoors. You would not want to be caught in the rain.
No, wouldn't want to be caught in the rain. Let's see what he says if we say no.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
I'm sorry, I would have to disagree.
Really? I could have sworn I felt a star moving in. Well then, in that case, I think I'll stay here and get some rest.
Yes, you get some rest and sit there. Now, we have our first disguise, the beggar.
I'm fairly certain that the docked ship is of Egyptian make. What would it be doing here so far from home?
Good question. Ooh, forgot about that.
Hey, I'm always good for a gaff. What's a gaff, you ask?
According to the Book of Webster, chapter 5, verse 4, a spear or pole topped with a curved hook.
In my dictionary, it's a useful thing to have in one's inventory.
Alright, now we got another guise.
Yes?
Look at this man's wig.
A few coins for a blind old beggar?
All right. Right, coins.
Look at this
Is there not something you wish to say?
terrible little beard. Thank you.
Oh, yes, of course. Where are my manners? Thank you, friend.
No, that's not... That is to say... They are not whom I was expecting.
Apparently.
I must go now.
Very well, then.
Look at that terrible little beard. Good lord. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Now?
Oh, don't get so mad at me. Definitely Egyptian man and not a white guy in a wig.
I must go now.
Very well, then.
He's a cagey fellow, but I guess being locked up will do that. Still, he seems to be waiting for someone in particular.
Oopsie daisy. Oh no, flute music. Is he playing the Harry Potter theme on recorder?
A boat would take us pretty far in this one seahorse town. Maybe we should ask him to take us somewhere.
Perhaps.
It almost looks like he's waiting for a passenger. The guy is some sort of ferryman. If so, he must know the lay of the land.
Alright. Now, here's another handy thing. Well, okay, we must be further away. But, here, let's talk to him.
No, not this time. Look, I have to make a living too, you know. Try your luck with someone else.
There is no one else.
There are no other ferrymen at this dock.
Well then, I guess you'll just have to wait for one.
Get fucked, my friend. Basically.
No. I told you, I'm out of the charity business.
Watch this.
I'll pay back what I owe you.
Oh, pay back what you owe. I guess the wine and song of the festival has loosened pockets as well as tongues. Look, do yourself a favor, huh? Keep your money and take another ferry.
What a strange little laugh. Now, If you try and change guises in front of someone...
Where's your modesty? You can't change your clothes in front of a stranger. You can't change your chameleon guise directly in front of someone. You can't change your chameleon guise directly in front of someone.
I thought he had more different dialogue. But, if we go 2 steps this way, suddenly, we can change into the captain.
Oh, where can I take you?
Well, now you're suddenly being nice, huh? Let's go to the temple. That's important.
The temple.
That will be 10 dromoi.
Here's your dromoi.
I am Kashani, but everyone calls me Kasha. You must be the captain of the boat they captured just this morning. I know how you feel. I am a victim too. The Atlanteans capture anyone that passes by. Now the Atlanteans have kept their city secret for over 1,000 years. Whenever a ship passes too close, they capture it and they force the crew to live here as second-class citizens. No one is allowed to leave. The rules are very strict. Okay, this is it. Have a good day now.
Now, one of my favorite things about this game is the amount of detail that they put into oops, there we go. The amount of detail that they put into creating these worlds. And I gotta say, it's pretty neat. Oh, look at this guy.
No second-class citizens in the temple.
Gage, you like movies about gladiators?
Whoops, was that a gay joke? Oh no. Thank you, 1997.
So, why aren't second-class citizens allowed in?
By decree of the Templars.
He is pretty neat, isn't he? I love his acting. Or rather, his, just leave me alone.
Who is allowed into the temple?
Only native Atlantean citizens making deliveries or possessing a gold temple medallion may enter.
Now, shoo-shoo.
What kind of things get delivered to the temple?
Anything the Templars have need of.
He looks so irritated.
Today, deliveries are expected from the olive oil and potter shops.
What medallion?
A gold medallion bearing the seal of the temple. How do you expect to gain entry without one?
Idiot.
This guard looks like he's protecting the only way to that temple. I think we're gonna have to play ball with them and obtain a medallion somehow. Maybe we could go to the olive oil shop and see what kind of deliveries are going into the temple.
Oh, we
There
sure
might
can.
be something there that could help us get by the guard.
You ain't kidding, Arthur. There is definitely something.
This guard is protecting a lock. Sort of a water elevator for boats, so they can get from one level of the canals to the next. It looks like we need to use this one to get up to the reservoir around the temple.
Alright. Let's do just that.
Well, then it would seem that I'm not going to the temple.
Good day.
Anyway, bye.
He barred you from entering because you were a second-class citizen. Sounds like the city has set up some sort of rigid caste system. Maybe you could imitate the guise of another person a few rungs higher on the social ladder and find a way around the lock guard.
Good plan.
Oh, so, where are we off to this time?
Just kidding.
Goodbye.
Well, you know where to find me, eh?
I sure do. Let's change into the guard.
Oh, sorry. I'm waiting for someone. Please find another ferry.
Whoops.
The ferryman is waiting for the customer he took into the temple. Change back into that guise and speak to the ferryman again.
Ding, ding, ding. Very important things. It's little details like that I like. They could very easily have just said, "Oh, you're a different guy? Okay, well, we'll take you on the ferry because you're the player character." It's little things, you know? I like that.
Oh, so, where are we off to this time?
Let's go to the windmill first.
The windmill.
That will be 10 dramois.
Yes. Oh, come on. There we go.
Do not lose hope, huh? You are not alone. Many of the non-natives refuse to live as captives. They have formed an underground resistance group and are planning to escape the island. Last I heard, they were almost ready. They will probably contact you soon if they have not already. Hey, do not tell anyone what I have told you.
Yeah, random guy, don't tell anybody.
Alright, we've arrived. Thank you for your business, eh?
Now, somewhere in here, there is some Arthur dialogue that just absolutely cracked me up when I was younger. I think this might be it.
I hate to make aesthetic criticisms in other people's homes, but this rug looks like a beaver exploded.
Yep, it's coming up.
This looks like it should be on Shatner's head. Or it could have been on Ernest Borgnine's back.
Oh.
Nice flat puppy. No real animals were harmed to create this computer-generated rug. If meat is murder, then that rug is at least a severe beating. Ch-ch-ch-chee up, Lord. Slowly reach for the shears. No sudden movements, it looks hungry. How many human beards had to die to make that rug? The ferocious wig creature from the planet Weave waited patiently, hungrily on the ground, biding its time for its favorite unsuspecting meal, a scrumptious time travel agent. That rug looks like a... Forget this. If you can think of a funny line, please write to Presto Studios, care of everyone involved, but no one who cares.
I don't know why the developers decided to focus on that rug in particular, other than, boy, we tried to render that and it looks like absolute crap. Let's make a bunch of jokes about this stupid rug.
These are interesting schematics. They seem to be detailing some hidden passageway.
Okay, alright. that guy.
Looks like a nasty weather.
Gage, he said it looks like nasty weather too. Unless the neighborhood calls the same psychic weather advisor, something definitely smells fishy in Atlantis. And it's not the tide.
Could it be Viva la Revolution?
Methinks our friend doth forecast too much. It sounds like he's more interested in how we respond to his weather prediction than about the weather itself. I think he's trying to tell us something, but very subtly. The only thing I can suggest at this point is to wander about and see if any of the other locals know more about this impending nastiness. Well, if you insist.
Storms can appear from nowhere this time of year.
Well, when in Atlantis, do as the Atlanteans do, I suppose. Just for kicks, I'll add "looks like nasty weather" to your dialogue repertoire as a greeting. Who could we try this line out on? Maybe we could cheer up that prisoner over on the Egyptian boat. We could tell him that a nice torrential rainstorm is coming to clean the deck while he's chained to the ship.
How nice of us, huh? Let's change into the guard and see what happens.
How dare you burst into my home? You have no reason to be here. I must ask you to leave immediately.
That last little look back. Gee, I wonder if people don't like the guards. Let's try the ferryman.
You're not going to find any business here, Kashi. You should go back to your ferry.
Yeah, go back to your ferry, idiot. Henry, what are your thoughts on this game so far? Let's try the beggar.
Padros, why have you come? You were supposed to send Ahmed. Quickly leave before you're seen.
This guy likes to do a lot of double looks, doesn't he? There is quite a lot of talk of rains. It's raining, it's pouring, the blind old man named Padros is snoring. Alright, so clearly, the only person that guy wants to talk to is the captain.
Although Atlantis is often thought of as a Greek civilization, there were many anthropologists who believed that Atlantis actually was derived from the Minoan civilization. Judging by their architecture, I think their guess was right.
Henry, have you heard of the gay 90s? Using that captain costume quite a bit.
Ah, so where shall I take you now, huh?
Let's go back to the dock, shall we?
That'll be 10 dromoi, please.
I'm bleeding you out of your savings. I wonder where he sticks that coin every time.
You know, in Nubia, we lived on the Great Nile, and we had a saying: the river floods so that life may begin anew. Because sometimes life has a plan all its own, and there's nothing you can do. So you might as well make the best of it. Besides, life is not so bad here. Most of the people are friendly. I have a roof over my head and food on the table. The resistance offered me a chance to leave. I decided to stay. No, this is my home now.
Well, sucks for you, I guess. Y'all gonna die in a day. Don't matter anymore.
Take care of me, huh?
Sorry, I don't mean to go into stupid voices. That's alright. Let's go talk to the captain. As, Mr. Blind Man, eh? Whoop. Gotta get that thought cloud. Wouldn't want to miss any dialogue. Everyone I'm streaming to loves Arthur. Oh no. Well, I might have missed that one.
What now?
Guy's just so snappy.
I think the beggar is who he's expecting. We just haven't given him proof that we're the right beggar. It seemed like he was waiting for us to say something. Or maybe he was just expecting something in return for the coins. I've heard it gets pretty lonely out at sea. Looks like nasty weather.
Yes. It may even rain. So you are my contact then? Were it not for these bonds, I would have been able to meet you as planned. But I have spoken to a member of my crew. He will be coming to free me later. Once I am released, I will seek you out.
I think I'm starting to pierce through the dark storm clouds of deceit. It looks like we've stumbled upon an arranged meeting between the captain and the beggar. They're using code words to communicate.
They sure are.
I'll add the bit about it may even rain to your dialogue choices. Looks like nasty weather.
Yes. It may even rain.
It's just
so
the
you are my
same.
contact then. Were it not for these bonds, I would have been able to meet you as planned. But I have spoken to a member of my crew. He will be coming to free me later. Once I am released, I will seek you out.
If we play along with this code word game, we may be able to glean some more information. Try visiting the beggar disguised as the captain. When he tells you that the weather is looking nasty, tell him the part about the rain. I must
Sounds
go
like a
now.
plan.
Very well then.
Whoops.
A few coins for a blind old beggar. Thank you, friend. Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
Ah, good. I am glad to see that they finally let you off the ship. My name is Padros the Atlantean. Let me start by saying that I make no excuses for my people. They have no right to treat you this way. I wanted to meet with you to give you a chance to escape this prison island. There is an underground network of captives who are willing to risk their lives for a chance to return to their homelands. I have been meeting with them to organize an escape. With my knowledge of the island's inner workings, we have come up with a solid plan. We leave tomorrow, and we would like you to join us.
Why do you call this a prison island?
Yours is not the first ship to be captured by the Atlantean fleet. The people of Atlantis go to such lengths to ensure that their private utopia remains unspoiled by invaders or trade. But what makes it a utopia for native Atlanteans makes it a prison for their second-class citizens. No one is allowed to leave. You will never see your homeland or your family again. Nor will you be granted temple rights.
So, what's your plan?
Your skills were impressed upon me by a fellow countryman of yours, Amun the Egyptian. He will give you the details of the plan, and you can find him at the windmill nearest to us. When he asks about the weather, tell him it is going to be a long winter.
Ding, ding, ding.
So why should I trust you?
It is true. You have no reason to trust me. All I can tell you is that this may be your one and only chance to escape. If you do not take advantage of it, you may very well regret that decision for the rest of your life.
I don't know. It sounds pretty risky. What if we're caught?
Death will most certainly be the punishment for this crime. But even death is preferable to living as a prisoner.
I mean, so you say. See ya.
I'll go now.
Okay. Thanks for not saying goodbye, you old blind twit.
Coins for a blind beggar.
Those large earthenware containers strewn about the docks are called pithoi. Bronze Age Mediterranean cultures used them to hold liquids like oil and wine. When full, they would be incredibly heavy, which is why I assume they have the loading crane. And when you need a crane to unload your booze, it's time to admit you have a problem. Many huge terracotta pots like those pithoi were uncovered in the excavation of Knossos, the Minoan capital on Crete. Many of them ranged up to 9 feet tall and 6 feet in diameter. It's amazing they could turn pots that large, let alone fire them. All those handles were to distribute the weight over multiple ropes when they moved them.
See, there are little history nuggets that I really appreciate. It's a really cool thing. I don't know. I just love this game, man. Obviously, Atlantis and El Dorado and all those things are huge, gigantic, tall tales, I guess. I don't know. It's debatable on whether or not they really existed or are just fig leaves of my imagination, but I don't know. There's still some real history hidden in here. I believe the other two games were like that somewhat, though, like I said, it's been a while since I've played those, and I've played this game at least 10 or more times. It just never gets old. Humongous big.
Now, huh?
Huge gigantic. Alright, let's finally... Well, actually, let's go to the windmill first.
That will be 10 dromoi.
Here's your money. Your filthy, filthy money that you keep shoving up your butt crack. Thank you. Don't look so happy. You have to dig that coin out later.
You're probably wondering, where is everybody? Let me tell you. They are all at the festival. Oh, such a celebration you never did see. I call it the end of the world party. Because the way they carry on, oh boy, you would think that there will be no more tomorrow. I think it's an honor of the Earth Mother, but I don't know much about their religion. Since you're not a native Atlantean, I am sure that the olive oil vendor would be happy to tell you all about it.
I'm sure.
Okay, then now, be careful getting out of the ball.
Yeah, don't fall out. That would not be good.
Still looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be a long winter.
Ah, good. Then the beggar has convinced you to join us, Ahmed. How long has it been? 10 years? 12? It is good to see you again, old friend. Well, now you see that my ship was not lost at sea. Surely everyone must think that. But soon, I will be able to tell them the truth myself.
How did you end up here?
In the same manner as you. My ship was captured while on a trading voyage. They brought me back here and haven't allowed me to set foot on a ship since. I had no choice but to find work on the island. Me, a man of the sea, forced to take work as a windmill keeper. No, but none of that matters now.
Who is the beggar?
He goes by the name Padros. He is an outcast Atlantean Templar. Many years ago, while only an initiate, he was blinded and expelled from the Order simply because he expressed disagreement with their holding of the Galeth's powers. His harsh punishment was a message to other initiates who felt as he did. Do not worry that Padros is an Atlantean. He is a good man who believes in our cause.
Ooh.
What's the Galeth?
The Galeth is the Atlanteans' most important religious artifact. They foolishly believe it has life-giving powers. So strong is their belief that they keep it hidden from covetous eyes within the inner temple. It is always protected by a guardian Templar.
What's a Templar?
I have never forsaken our beliefs for their religious nonsense, but I do know that the Templars are to the Atlanteans as the High Priests are to us.
There were other initiates who agreed with Padros?
Yes, his best friend Saros finished Templar training and passed the rite of initiation, even though he secretly agreed with Padros. They have not spoken since.
What is the final rite of initiation?
More nonsense. They say the initiates must commune with the Galeth and ask its blessing to become a Guardian Templar. Supposedly, if they are worthy, the Galeth grants them eternal life.
So, what's the escape plan?
The plan is to escape the island while everyone is celebrating the Calas Calera. But what's more, Padros and I have uncovered a secret passage to the inner temple. Tomorrow, I will escort Padros through the passage to rescue his old friend Saros and escape with the Galeth. After, we will meet at the outer docks, board 3 ships, and sail away undetected.
Simple. Boy, there's a lot of dialogue.
There's an inner temple? Well, where is it and what's your secret passage?
The inner temple lies below the main temple at the bottom of the bay. Always seawater pours down into the inner temple, powering a clockwork device. That water drains out through a pipe that passes beneath this windmill. I have broken into the pipe, and it's large enough to crawl through.
Why is the plan set for tomorrow?
Because forever water flows through the pipe, except during the Calas Calera. They claim the stream is redirected by their Earth Mother. Something about the lifting the Galeth in a column of water. Whatever the reason, the channel runs dry for just 1 hour on that day.
What do you mean, rescue Saros?
The sword falls swiftly upon Templars who seek to abandon the Order. Even straying from the grounds is not permitted. Now we've gotten word of our plan to Guardian Templar Saros. He has agreed to allow Padros access to the Galeth in return for helping him escape the watchful eyes of his brethren.
Alright. So, what's my role?
So, what do you want of me?
We request only that you pilot one of the escape ships.
Wow, that was simple.
What is the Kalos Kalire?
I do not know much about it, only that it is a rare event. I would suggest you ask the olive oil vendor. She is always willing to spread the tainted seed of their foolish beliefs.
Alrighty then. See ya.
I'll speak to you later, my friend.
Please. I must go up to fix the windmill, but you are welcome to stay if you like.
Bye.
The windmill keeper said that he broke into a drain pipe and found a secret passage that leads to the inner temple. Now, for it to stay secret, he must have done his digging somewhere within the windmill, probably under this room.
Let's see. I believe now that he's gone, we can do some more things in here. Up. There we go. Like this. Don't quite remember what that does. It's been a while. Oh no, I do remember what that does. There we go.
Careful. I don't want you ending up in some back alley Atlantean chiropractor's office. I hear therapy involves a rack and 2 bulls. You're on the right track, but we still don't have enough leverage. We have to find a way to take advantage of some natural force to help us lift that stone. We can harness wind power. Try attaching the loose end of the rope to the windmill shaft. When the windmill turns, the rope will wrap around and hopefully lift that stone.
Hecka yes. Alright. Da-da-da.
This windmill is controlled by a clutch and brake system. If we disengage the brake, the windmill will turn and the power of the wind should lift that stone. I bet that's how a moon accesses the tunnel. Turn that wheel device and the windmill should start up.
Let's do it. Jackpot. Whoops.
Well, Amun did say the water only stops on the Kalos Kalire. So if this is the only way we can get to the inner temple, we're going to have to find some way to stop the flow. We need to fiddle with the plumbing system and stop this water flow. If we could get all the Atlanteans to take a shower all at once, hell, if any Atlantean just took a shower once. Didn't the windmill keeper say that the water pours into the inner temple then drains through this pipe? We're going to have to stop the water from the source. Let's go to the temple and find out where that water's draining from. Look at that raging current! Too bad Dutton didn't give you the salmon jumpsuit.
Did not mean to go that way. Actually, what's over here? Anything? That just goes up. Don't need to care about that just yet. Now, let's try talking to him as Amun.
Where would you like to go?
Let's go to the oil vendor.
The olive oil vendor's shop.
That'll be 10 dromoi, please. Here we are. Oh, watch your step now, huh?
You watch your step. Don't tell me what to do. Alright. Let's change back into the captain. More big things. Oh, here comes one of the best impressions in the game.
Those are black olives basking in the sun. Mediterranean cultures like the Minoans were able to cultivate their rocky fields to grow olive trees, creating a lucrative olive oil trade. From the amount here, I'd say that olives were one of the chief exports of Atlantis. Looks like it's bottle your own here. You could scoop some olive oil into a container.
If only I had a container.
Well, there's me olive oil.
That is a great impression.
Those vases have some sort of imprint on the front. They could represent the contents or who they belong to. The double axe was the holiest symbol to the Minoans. Religious axes were used by priests to kill sacrificial bulls for their beloved earth goddess.
It's a game and a history lesson. Let's talk to the lady.
Oh, forgive me. I wasn't expecting any customers today. I just assumed everybody would be at the festival or preparing for the Kalos Kalia. It is easy to forget that not everyone on the island shares our beliefs.
So, what happens at the festival?
The festival is a 5-day celebration ending with the Kalos Kalia. It only happens twice in a lifetime, so everybody participates. There is always much food and wine, beautiful music, dancing, and entertainment of all kinds. It's really quite a party. But still, the thought that we would be better served by a more reverent observance lingers in my mind.
If you don't mind my asking, what is the Kalos Kalire?
Well, I suppose I can tell you a little bit about the Great Battle. You see, it is our belief that the Earth Mother's children await to possess her healing powers as their birthright. Tomorrow, when she reveals the source of her powers, the Galeth, they will lock together in a battle of greed that could destroy themselves and their mother altogether. This battle is called the Kalos Kalir.
Gage asked if she might be interested in a Pisces with a rippling disembody and a very sexy voice. Oh, like you would have a chance, Gage. The Earth Mother's children?
The sun and the moon. Each is so certain that the Galeth belongs to himself alone that they jealously chase each other through the sky day and night, but they only come together once in a great many years.
Where will the Earth Mother reveal the Galeth?
In the temple. It will flow up out of the earth on a column of water, and as the water flows over the Galeth, it will become imbued with healing powers and refill the reservoir. At least, that is how the Templars have told us it happens. They're the only ones allowed to witness the miracle.
Who are the Templars?
They are the priests. Some say the Earth Mother gave them the secret of eternal life. But who would know? They almost never leave the temple. Only once have I ever seen one of them.
Does the healing water really work?
Oh, yes. But non-natives are not allowed in the temple.
How does the battle end?
If the battle ends peacefully, the Earth Mother retains the Galeth, and the people of Atlantis enjoy many more years of life and good health. If not, the Earth Mother perishes, and Atlantis along with her. But we have been here longer than anyone can remember, and we have seen many Kalos Kalirs.
Well, you're about to see your last one.
Why do you celebrate the Kalos Kalire?
Oh, there are many reasons, really. But most see the Kalos Kalir as an excuse to live life to its fullest before the end comes.
Well, I should leave you to your work.
Earth Mother's blessings.
You can't change your chameleon guise directly in front of someone.
I am sorry, I'm a little too busy for customers today. Why don't you come back after the festival?
Yeah, go on, shoot. Alright, let's try the beggar. A disgraced old beggar? Ah, I bet she'll love talking to him.
Well, good morning. I'm surprised to see an Atlantean who is not at the festival. Well, my brother and I aren't, only because we have too much work to do before the Kalos Kalir celebration tomorrow.
Might I know your brother?
Perhaps. He is Telos, the potter, next door. I must warn you, he is grumpy because he has too much work to go to the festival. I think sometimes he forgets that sacrifice is the purest form of homage.
It sure is. Let's ask about the Kalos Kalire again.
So why is everyone making such a fuss about the Kalos Kalire?
Shame on you. You were born here, you know its significance.
We made her so angry.
I'm busy, eh? What could be so important that it can't be put off?
I have got to fill all these amphorae before the celebration, and then we must deliver them. It takes two of us to lift one. But, of course, it is only a small measure of my devotion. The Earth Mother's blessings can never be repaid.
Where are you delivering them to?
Some will go to residences and some will go to the temple, but most we will bring to the Colosseum. If you look closely, you will see they are stamped with the seals of their owners, so we know where to deliver them to.
That's helpful. See ya.
Well, I should leave you to your work.
Earth Mother's blessings.
Right. Now, let's try the ferryman.
I am sorry, I'm a little too busy for customers today.
Oh.
Why don't you come back after the festival?
Well, that was a bust. Shall we try the guard? Everyone seems to like him so far.
I am sorry, I'm a little too busy for customers today.
Oh.
Why don't you come back after the festival?
Okay. Alrighty then.
Minoan artists were renowned in their day for their unique skill. They rejected the notion of rigid geometry in their work, creating beautiful art pieces that emphasized natural scenes. Minoan women enjoyed many privileges that were not extended in other civilizations of this time period. Adult women of Minoa were known to be endowed with wealth, title, and huge tracts of land.
Ha! 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 Let's get this guy's image. Henry, you're the art man. What do you think about Minoan art?
That's Mr. Atlantean 1281 BC. Still looking good, champ.
Huge tracts of land.
My, he has a big pot. This must be the craftsman responsible for all those monstrous pithoi around the city.
Let's see. Let's go over here.
Normally, Gage, I would tell you not to touch anything while you're in a store. But you're older now. Go ahead, play with the machine.
I made a turd! Oh, good.
Yes, Mike, it's Amazing Discoveries, and this week we're showing you the amazing Play-Doh pasta press. It twists, it squeezes. Order now and you can make a spinach pasta, an artichoke pasta, or how about a nice linguine terracotta?
I like chicken linguine.
The potter has a lot of clay. You know, I don't think he'd mind if you took a lump from his load.
Let's take a lump from his load, shall we?
I'm sorry. I am much too busy for customers today. Perhaps if it is not a problem, you could come back in a couple of days?
Why are you so busy?
Oh, I have yet a dozen pots to fire before the Calas Calire celebration. Oh, it is unfair. Oh, the festival is finally here, and I am missing it because I have to make the wine amphore.
Mamma mia.
Calas Calire?
The final day of the festival? The great battle? Honestly, I am much too busy. Maybe you should come back in a couple of days.
What's in the kiln?
My pots. If I do not watch them carefully, they could crack, and if that happens, I will never make it to the festival. Oh, if only my sister would finish making the olive oil.
If only, if only.
You have a sister?
Yes, she makes olive oil. Her shop is next door.
Could just be me, but I'm having trouble seeing the family resemblance between the potter and the olive oil vendor. Which one do you think looks like the mailman? It looks like you've got a lot to do. I'll just be on my way.
Things will be back to normal in 2 days, I promise.
Alright. Now let's go over here and let's change, shall we? Let's change into Padros and see if this guy has anything to say.
The shop is for paying customers only.
Okay. Alrighty then. Goodbye. Let's change it to his sister then.
Tira, have you already finished making the olive oil? Oh, I envy you. I still have a dozen pots left in the kiln. They will not be ready for at least 3 hours. Meanwhile, I am stuck here with nothing to do but to wait and watch.
Big old puppy dog eyes.
Stuck here? Is there somewhere that you need to go?
That is not funny. You know how I've been looking forward to the festival, and tomorrow is the last day.
That's too bad.
Gee, that's too bad. With all this work you've got to do, it looks like you're gonna miss it.
You are enjoying this, are you not? Whatever did I do to deserve such treatment?
Oh, this man's face. What a wonderful creature. Alright, let's tell him we'll watch the pots.
Okay, I can take a hint. Go ahead, I'll watch the amphora.
Truly? Oh, thank you, Tira. Remember to turn them so that they do not crack.
Goodbye. Let's grab those, shall we?
That smells like breakfast. That plate thing in the middle of the oven is a lazy Susan. Not a very PC term, I know, but that's what they use to turn objects in the oven.
Oh no, PC!
Looks like that wheel near the kiln turns the lazy Susan so an object can be cooked by the fire.
Well, we certainly can't have any political correctness in my games. Hashtag fake news. Hashtag, I'm just gonna stop right now. Let's go this way. Alright. Now there is something we need to do in the oil vendor's shop before we go. And that is... Oh, whoops. Well, let's change it to our brother, shall we? Now, let's do that. Oh, now... Excellent.
Now the guard is looking for a gold medallion. Our next project for Arts and Crafts Day, kids, will be to make our fake medallion look gold.
But how do we do that?
I haven't seen any gold around here. We might have to look elsewhere, maybe even another time zone.
Very possible. But where? Where can we possibly look? It's not like El Dorado is one of the choices, right?
Atlantis was more of a copper than a gold. But El Dorado, heck, they called it the Lost City of Gold. Sounds like a great place to pan for gold to me.
Sure does. Let's see.
What are you doing here? I thought you wanted to go to the festival. How do you expect to find the time if you do not finish your work?
The last of my amphorae are in the kiln.
Well, should you not be watching them then?
Can you watch them for me?
Sorry, Telos, I do not have the time.
Are you busy?
Look around. All these amphorae must be filled before tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I'll just go back to my shop then.
Maybe I can help you a little later, Telos.
Let's fill this with some olive oil, shall we?
What are you holding out for? Maple syrup? Use the pitcher.
Actually... Now, I believe there's nothing else we can do in Atlantis for the present, so let's go to El Dorado. Certainly looks a lot nicer.
This is the farm plateau we visited earlier. We know that most of the fighting occurred over the temple of the Central Plateau. I think we should search there for the artifact. Agent 3 said this city was El Dorado, the fabled lost city of gold. The legend of El Dorado grew after the conquistadors came to Peru in 1530 to plunder the Incan Empire. Driven by rumors of a gilded city whose roads were lined with gold, New World conquerors continued to ravage the continent of South America after the genocide of the Incas. According to history, the name El Dorado was coined by Sebastian de Belalcazar in 1535, a veteran of the Inca conquest and founder of the capital of Ecuador. He met an Indian who spoke of a king that sprinkled his body with a fine gold dust before bathing in a sacred mountain lake. On hearing that, Belalcazar called the mysterious king El Dorado, the Golden Man. Today we know that man as George Hamilton. But we're not exactly blending in here, Gage. Sorry, but I don't think your gleaming smile is a sufficient disguise. Besides, a Spanish conquistador might come along and take your fillings. We need to find someone native and capture their image with the chameleon device. What's that near the well, Gage? Is that a South American mountain sloth? Be careful, they're rabid nappers. Judging from these fertile fields, I would say that the natives have mastered irrigation. Having seen the well system firsthand, I would guess that they're using underground aqueducts to bring water from the mountains.
All right. Well, we've got our first disguise, and we're a little boy. Fantabulous. Let's go right up here. This is already looking better, isn't it? Look at that, we can even go in here.
I think if I had a nose, I'd be holding it right now. We're in a stable of some sort. Some advice? Step gingerly while we're in here.
Good plan, Arthur.
Gage, I don't see this town on our map. Why don't you ask the nice man sharpening the large scythe for directions? See those markings that carve across the mountains in the distance? Those remind me of the lines left behind by the Nazca Indians of Peru. In the arid plains nestled between Peru's Pacific coast and the Andean foothills, the Nazca left behind hundreds of mysterious intersecting lines that sprawled for miles over the landscape. The mystery of the Nazca lines was never solved. From the ground, the markings were too vast to be recognizable, but when viewed from the air, the lines form a baffling web of animal forms. Spiders, birds, and dozens of seemingly random geometric patterns. Some extreme theories claimed that the lines were runways for alien ships, while other authorities suggested that the Nazca had created a remarkable astronomical calendar. A group of 20th century scientists attempted to prove that the Nazca lines were too precise to have been created without aerial views. They believe the Nazca use simple flying devices, and to prove this, the scientists succeeded in creating a balloon made from only natural resources. It appears that the El Dorado people have actually mastered ballooning. They may have shared the technology with the Nazca before their untimely demise.
Could be. Could be. Let's talk to the nice man.
Acheo, there you are. Son, I can tell by your drooping eyes that you were sleeping. Were you out late last night visiting the shaman again? Remember, you have many chores today. Harvesting the crops that Doawalpa provides our people is hard work. I cannot do it alone.
You got it, Dad.
Father, what does the shaman do?
Lately, I would imagine that you know him better than I. Anyhow, the shaman is the one who speaks to the spirits. Son, I know you have been going to see him. It is good that you are interested in the stories of our people. But I cannot reap Doawalpa's bounty alone. I need your help. Don't worry. I'm not forbidding you from seeing the shaman. Just tend to your chores.
Don't want to do chores, Dad.
What is a Toahualpa?
Doawalpa is the greatest of the 4 elemental spirits. She is the earth, the strength of stone, and the wealth of soil. It is she who causes the ground to be fertile and the crops to grow. Next time you see the shaman, ask him to teach you more of the spirits.
Goodbye, Father.
Acheo, I'll see you at dinner. And don't take any more naps. Daydreamed enough for today.
Yeah, seriously, kid. Alright. Don't think I can grab anything. Nope. Alright. Off we go. Let's go talk to the kid, shall we?
There's a sleeping boy over by the well. Go wake him up.
Good idea.
Good morning, Father. I was taking a short nap, but I'll be up and at those chores very, very soon.
Best actor.
Why haven't you done your chores yet, young man?
I couldn't sleep last night. I promise I'll do my chores, Father.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Father. I'll have those chores done before dinner.
You better, kid. Turn away and... Oh, no. He's good. Walk 2 steps and...
Those balloons rise along the rope rails to the other plateau. It actually looks very safe, but before we go, let me tell you a sad tale about a little balloon called the Hindenburg.
Let's see here. Don't think there's anything to pick up quite yet. Nope. Thought I could zoom in on those. No, I think that might be up in the balloon.
Greedy explorers continued searching for El Dorado right up to the end of the 18th century, cutting a bloody trail of atrocities through South America. However, none would find the lost city. Disease, dissension, native resistance, and malnutrition would eventually decimate even the most well-prepared expeditions. Gage, hold my purse. I'm going to take a picture.
You got it, Arthur. Okay. Let's go over here. And upsy-daisy. Yeah, let's go in here first. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
The pictograms on this mural speak of the conclusion of the great story. Many generations after the first shaman secured the totem in a secret place, the spirits of time and space would beseech a young warrior to save the totem from the brothers, return to claim the totem. However, the warrior would have to overcome the element guardians protecting the totem. The rest of the mural is unfinished, Gage. I assume that's what the scribe is working on now.
Very interesting.
The pictograms surrounding the mural speak of the great story in the first shaman. He was instructed by the spirits of time and space to hide one of the 3 totems of tremendous power from the fury of their powerful children, 2 winged brothers. To aid him with this task, he called upon the power of the element spirits. They showed him a secret place for the totem. Once the totem was hidden, the shaman bade the spirits to guard it, and they have ever since. After roughly translating the inscriptions, I believe that this mural is somehow depicting the path the first shaman took to hide the totem. I have a sneaking suspicion that the totem is the artifact that we're looking for, so we might want to learn all we can about this great story. In the center of the mural, the shaman boards a balloon and flies over the totem's resting place. In the next section, he hides the totem in the mouth of a coatl serpent surrounded by the elements. It sounds like we need to retrace the first shaman's path to find the totem's location. I would say the first step would be to hitch a ride on one of those high-flying balloons.
Good plan.
The pictograms surrounding the mural speak of the great story in the first shaman. He was instructed by the spirits of time and space to hide one of the 3 totems of tremendous power from the fury of their powerful children.
Oh, he had an idea.
2 winged brothers. To aid it appears that the young warrior followed the first shaman's trail to find the totem. Like the shaman, the young warrior flew into the air with a balloon. There's something else I just noticed. The hiding place of the totem is submerged in water, whereas in the other mural, the hiding place is surrounded by fire.
Interesting. Now, what's in here?
That yellow sheet is gold leaf. Many ancient cultures discovered that gold was a very malleable metal. It could be pounded into very fine sheets that could be quickly and easily applied to almost anything to make it look golden.
Well, I think we're going to have to take some of that. Now, let's talk to this guy.
Who's there? Ah, a Chael. Well, I suppose I can take a few minutes of rest. What can I do for you, boy?
What are you working on?
Normally, I would be working on my pampas on a beautiful day like this. But today, I have the honor of finishing a story that has not had an ending for many generations.
Tell me the story.
It is the oldest story known to us. It is a long tale, Acheo, and unfortunately, I do not have long to tell it. You see the shaman often. Ask him about the great story when you see him next.
Why has the story never been finished?
All of the past shamans of our people have seen visions of the story, but the spirits have never revealed the ending. It has been unfinished for generations. But soon, we will know.
Pompous? What do you mean? I think you're quite modest.
No. The Pampas. The vast plains far below the plateaus of our city. All the stories told to me are recorded onto the Pampas. Imagine the sprawling flatlands below us as a great canvas where I draw the histories of the world.
How do you draw the histories?
With the help of the aviators and their balloons, I trace symbols and shapes across the face of Tohalpa, the earth. Each form and pattern, every line, all have meaning, revealing the secrets of history for those that stop to listen.
Who tells you the stories?
The shaman. He dreams his visions in the ritual of seeing, and then he confides to me what he has seen, so it can be chronicled for all of our people. You know Walqua, our shaman. Ask him about such things when you see him again.
All right, bye.
Thank you for the visit, Acheo.
All right, let's go. Let's go this way first.
The face on the pedestal with a toothy grin is a kuwatl. In mythology, it's a feathered serpent, similar to a dragon. See the cavity in its mouth? Kuwatl is a South American word for gingivitis. That indentation has some significance, but I don't think it means they're out of soap. This pedestal is arrow-shaped. It seems to be pointing to that pool just ahead.
Does indeed. Well, clearly this pool is something, but we can't do anything with that yet. Can we go down here? Yes, we can. I don't think we can go over there, though.
Apparently that section of town isn't allowing visitors. It looks like there once was a balloon ferry system like the one at the other landing, but it seems to be recently removed. I don't think we'll be going over there.
Well, what a shame. Let's go back up the stairs, shall we? Let's go over here. Let's just walk right by here. Do.
Stop where you are!
Oh no!
Sorry, Acheo. You cannot visit the shaman today. You should return to your farm. Soon it will be dangerous for you to be here on the Central Mesa.
Now let's take his image. Got him.
Sir, why can't I see the shaman?
The shaman is inside the aviary, completing long rituals. He's not to be disturbed.
Dangerous? How come?
There's nothing to worry about, Acheo. As long as you go back home, you will be safe. Enemies are approaching that mean to hurt our people. But the warriors of the wind and flame are ready and will defend our city bravely.
What is a warrior of wind and flame?
A cloud walker, an aviator. Only the strongest of our people can join the warriors of the wind and flame. We call upon the fear of Kulakwa, the fire spirit, and the breath of the air spirit, Kohabota, for the burning air that lifts our balloons into the sky.
You're a great actor, dude.
Senior Scowls is taking his post seriously. We can either try to sweet-talk our way past the guard, or figure out a diversion. We want to see the shaman, but the guard won't let anyone pass. Let's try to sneak around behind him. Maybe if we walk quietly through that bush between the wall, he won't spot us. Maybe we can put the guard to sleep. Gage, go talk to him about your love life.
Oh.
Is that your balloon floating at the edge of the cliff?
Yes. It is a cloud piercer. My war balloon. When the time comes, I will use it to join my brothers in the air and fight for our city.
All this guard cares about is his duty and his balloon. A cloud piercer.
Why, the very name suggests a dastardly possibility.
Cloud piercer? The name sounds ominous, but I have my own cloud piercer. It's called a smile. First the clouds are getting pierced, then tattooed, then joining grunge bands, and in the end it all leads to smoking.
That he is very intense, is he not?
Well, goodbye, sir.
Farewell, Acheo. Remember what I told you.
I will, sir. Bye. Let's sneak by, shall we?
Let's cut the balloon's mooring rope. That should divert his attention. From behind the bush, he won't hear us giggling.
Oh no, but what do I have? Perhaps a gaff? Nope. Well, looks like we can't cut it right now.
To cut something, ordinarily you need a keen object. I don't think your sharp tongue and my razor wit are going to cut it. We need to find a blade. I haven't seen a spare knife lying anywhere. Maybe we could look around in another time zone.
We sure can. Let's, I don't think you can sneak around him right now. Well, looks like that's about it for this area. So, let's go back to Atlantis, shall we?
We have our materials, but we need to melt the gold leaf to really make our medallion look authentic. Where could we find an oven at this hour? Wait a minute. The potter has a kiln. Or is it a kilt? Could it be possible to harden pottery under a man's skirt? We can use the potter's kiln to fire our medallion and melt the gold leaf over it. And maybe make a nice souvenir for your mom.
Sounds like a great idea. If I can remember how to do this. There we go.
Now, not to be too picky, but the guard said that he required a gold medallion. It could work, but if it doesn't, you should start practicing making clay license plates. A Betty Crocker you're not, but you have to realize that the clay won't cook until you turn the wheel and rotate the Lazy Susan.
Boink. Alright, let's do this.
come when I would bake a cake and learn to sing. Stop me, Gage.
Great work, Gage. It came out nicely. This should get us by the guard. You know, I bet we could make a fortune selling these to Atlantean college kids.
We could. Alright, we now have our gold medallion. Which means we can get into the temple.
What is your destination, huh?
The temple.
I can take you there for 10 tremoy.
Alrighty.
I'm surprised. You're not at the festival? Oh, I thought everyone born on the island would be there today. But then, tomorrow is really the big celebration. So, at least you're not missing everything, you know.
No, not everything. Just mostly everything.
Okay, this is it. Hey, have a good day now.
Thanks. You too. Alright. Hello, Mr. Guard.
Your medallion, citizen?
Here's the let's do what medallion first?
What medallion?
If you do not know, you have no business being here. Thank you. Return to your ferry, I will let you through.
Okay, the lock is draining. Let's go now.
The go-away hand gesture is quite something. So dismissive. I just love that guy in general, just because every time you ask him a question, he rolls his eyes first. Just to hammer home the point that he really does not want to talk to you.
Atlantis has been history's greatest mystery. There have been hundreds of theories throughout time, placing the resting place of the lost continent at the Mediterranean, the Arctic, Central Asia, South America, San Leandro, Winnemucca, north of the Pecos, Lake Titicaca, Sun, Fido.
Good night, Arthur.
Think they have dollar slot machines here? Remember, we were told that this temple was supposed to have healing water somewhere. Keep looking. With all that sacred bowl imagery around the temple area, I would imagine that they stored the water close by. Gage, I bet that the healing water is kept above in that copper receptacle and that pours into the bowl below it. Pulling that cord on the chicken head probably allows the bowl to fill.
But what can we use?
Because the bowl symbol holds a special religious significance, I would say that the people within this temple regard that donut-shaped copper receptacle with some reverence. It may be meant to contain something sacred.
And yea, when the acolyte looked up in awe, he saw the great cows of legend looking back at him approvingly, as if they were saying, "Moo."
2 words, Gage. Spongiform encephalitis. I believe the artisans of this temple fell prey to mad cow disease.
No. Didn't even need the gas. But we will be scooping some of this holy water. Cool. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that either. Now, what have we here?
Remember what the windmill keeper told us? He said that seawater always pours down into the temple and that the water powers some clockwork device. This must be that flow of water. Now, if there was just some way to stop the flow of water, we could probably get into that secret passage back to the windmill and finally enter this inner temple. I can see a shutter gate over that water outlet. When closed, it must block the draining water, but it's too far away to reach. I could be reaching here, but maybe you need to stretch out further to close that gate. Try extending your reach with a long object in your inventory. How about the gap? No, not giraffe. Gap.
Give you good gas.
Nicely done, Gage. That should stop the flow of water in the secret passage. Well, now that you've stopped the flow of water, let's head back to the windmill and get into that secret passage. The windmill keeper said that the passage leads to an inner temple area.
Where can I take you now?
Well, you're suddenly very respectful. Let's go to the windmill, shall we?
That'll be 10 or more.
All right, we've arrived. Thank you for your business, eh?
No, thank you. All right. Look at the quality on that rope. Good lord.
Nice work, Gage. Now that we've dammed that river, we can get into the secret passage. After you.
And in we go.
That dais structure in the room's center shows some stunning craftsmanship. This chamber must be sacred since the dais is covered with ornamental bullheads. If you ask me, and I suppose you just did, the mural is depicting the ceremony that the olive oil woman spoke of. She told us that the Galeth floats up on a column of water and imbues the water with healing properties during the initiation rite for the Templars. The pyramid object in the mural might be the Galeth.
Well, well, look who it is.
Who are you? Why are you here a day early? No, this was not the plan. Go back. Tell them I will deal only with Padros.
He's waiting for Padros, the beggar. Use that, guys. Either he's one of those trendy young Elliot Sinclair impersonators, or Saros is Elliot Sinclair. From the looks of his outfit, I'd say he's an important guy around here. Something about being a Templar allowed him to live until your time. Thousands of years later. Think it's something in the tap water?
Have I not made myself clear? I will speak only with Padros.
Well, alrighty then. Jeez.
Padros. I'm glad to see they agreed to send you. You know, seeing you again brings back the good times we had during initiate training. That is until... Well,
Sadness.
I wish I'd had the courage back then to stand with you, instead of biting my tongue and grudgingly accepting the Templars' insular views. I was a coward.
Yes, their views were very, insular.
Yes. And you were absolutely right. The Galeth does not belong to the Templars. It was meant for everyone. What right do they have to determine who should or shouldn't receive its healing grace? And despite great risk to yourself, you stood by your beliefs, even though it would mean at the very least giving up an opportunity you had waited your entire lifetime for.
Opportunity?
The opportunity to commune with the Galeth. To find out if you were worthy of its most precious gift. Eternal life. But now you shall have your chance. I will not stand in your way. I hereby renounce my title of Guardian Templar. I haven't the stomach for it. But before I go, you will need this. It will no longer serve me.
What will you do now?
When I became a Templar initiate, I truly believed the Order was my life's calling. But I now realize that I cannot do the world a service by sequestering the Gaelith from those in need. I have been given a gift, and it's time I use it. I can help others, share with them the teachings of the Earth Mother. Her blessings were meant for all.
I will keep it
Your
real.
courage has
Thank you for
helped
watching
me
this
to see
long,
this.
Henry.
And now I must call upon my own to find my way. Good luck, my friend.
That small wheel with the handle on the right looks like it adjusts the clock. It looks like there's a gear missing between that crank and the big calendar wheel. Maybe that's so the kids don't advance it to their birthday. I bet that sun symbol on the medallion means it's important to this clock mechanism. It looks like it could even act as a gear. See if the sun disk Saros gave you fits. Insert the medallion in the gap to the right so it connects the crank to the calendar. That's not exactly a Casio, but it looks like some form of mechanism that tracks the passage of time. That must be what a moon meant by a clockwork device. See those prominent representations of the sun and moon? This device is measuring the movements of the sun and the moon through the sky. Call me crazy, but clearly this contraption could count like a clock to constitute a clever cosmic calendar. Capiche?
Clearly. Alright.
So, what could this calendar be for? Maybe the calendar is tracking a particular day. If you look on the clock, there's a sun symbol there as well, seemingly chasing a moon symbol. I was hoping to have this conversation with you later, Gage, but sometimes Daddy Sun and Mommy Moon have those urges from time to time. Anyway, this calendar must be following the movements of the sun and the moon for a specific purpose. We know this city will be destroyed during an eclipse over the island. Gage! That's it! The moon eclipses the sun tomorrow! That's what this calendar clock is ticking down to. We know the Kalos Kalir is tomorrow, right? The day the sun and the moon, aka our pals the Sorolans and the Quothalis, battle. So let's set the clock forward to make it think that today is tomorrow. In other words, turn the wheel of this device until the moon covers the sun.
Good idea. Let's do that. Heard some noises. Still hearing some noises.
We're missing something. To put it metaphorically, we've set the alarm clock to the right time, but the alarm clock isn't going off. What did we forget? Did you wind the clock? I'm speaking metaphorically again. Gage, this is a special calendar clock, a water clock driven by the water from the Upper Temple Reservoir, which is pumped from the canals by the windmill. If you recall, you closed the floodgates of the Upper Temple in order to stop the flow of water underneath the windmill.
Sure did.
That water must have powered the clock. If you open the gate again, the flooding water will probably restart the clock. Every clock needs some sort of stored energy to keep accurate time. Now, I don't see a giant rodent treadmill, so I'd say this calendar clock is powered by measured volumes of water. We are the second children of the Earth Mother, doomed to be consumed by her first children, the sun and the moon. As the two enemies move through the heavens, both fighting each other for the Mother's power, the world beneath trembles from their terrible might. We know that one day they will come together and cause the dark day that will destroy our city, the Kalos Kalire. They seem to have incorporated the sun and the moon into their religion mythology. The eclipse of the sun and moon represent the day that the Cerolans and the Quothalas battle over Atlantis and destroy the city. Following the assumption the Atlanteans believed the aliens were gods, the Earth Mother that appeared before the Templars and gave them immortality must have been the Sosequi, posing as their Earth deity. The symbol in the middle of the mural must represent the artifact of life that the Sosequi aliens entrusted with the Templars.
So now we're getting into the the big plot of this. Not that we weren't already into it, but it was a little more. So let's see. If I remember correctly, yep, stairs. Excellent. Oh, look at that. Here we are. Whoa! It's a Sith holocron.
Brilliant work! Looks like your water clock repair correspondence class has finally paid off. Let's grab that rock and get out of here.
So now we have completed Atlantis. One down, two to go.
I can feel Sosequi energy flowing from you. Show me what you have found.
This object was sheltered in one of the temples. Could it be the legacy?
Yes, this is a relic of the Elders. It bears the mark. The other inscriptions are very complex. I will attempt to translate, but my knowledge of Sosequi is limited. We discovered long ago that several old Earth languages were actually primitive dialects of Sosequi. This is only a part of the true legacy. The inscriptions speak of 3 vessels piously guarded that hold the powers of the legacy. This is only one, but Gage has given us hope.
Did you find objects like this in the other 2 temples?
No. I haven't searched them completely yet.
I briefed the World Senate on what's been going on. They lifted the suspension and have given us full sanction to search for the legacy. You must understand, Ambassador Josala. TSA protocol requires that only agents stay in the command room.
I understand, Commissioner Baldwin. If you need our assistance, you need but to ask. I will devote all my energies to slowing the advance of the Quothalas.
Dalton, I want you to pore over every molecule of this thing and run these inscriptions through our language database. We need information.
I'm gonna need someone knowledgeable to help me analyze this. Not to question your judgment, sir, but you just kicked that someone out.
I need to know who I can count on in a crisis. The only people I can fully trust are my agents.
Bring Michelle back. She's an expert linguist and historian.
Aha!
Agent 3, she's a criminal, what's worse, a traitor. She captured and imprisoned you, remember?
No, I don't. That memory was erased. But she did give herself up to give us this chance. Put her under house arrest. Do whatever you have to do, but bring her back. We need her.
I can't do this alone.
Very well. I'll release her. But if she slips up once, she's history.
I think she might surprise you.
Ha! History! I get it.
I'll be back when I find another of the artifacts.
You should know. The Quothalas have entered Symbiotry space. They are ignoring all other planets and continuing towards Earth. It is doubtful the Symbiotry defenses will slow them. Time is now our enemy.
Time is our enemy, and yet we're still on pretty good terms with time.
Now I'm sure you're the only employee here. You're like a night watchman named Pops who comes around once in a while with a big ring of keys to make sure all the shiny metal things here still beep and look pretty. No one here to send us off again. It's not like I'm asking for a big goodbye party or anything, but a little appreciation would be nice. We're risking our necks here and... What? You got a get back soon card from Agent 3? Well, whoop-de-doo, Mr. Popular.
Alright, well, since we have been to Atlantis and the Andes Mountains, I think it's time that we visit the Himalayan Mountains.
There's the Tibetan monastery we saw spilled all over the ravine. I have to say, it looks much better erect than wrecked.
Alright, well, we are a third of the way through the game. We don't even have to deal with Atlantis anymore, I don't think. There should be nothing for us back in that zone. So, I think I will call it a stream here. We will pick up where we left off this time. Probably sometime next week. So, thank you for joining, if you did. I do love this game quite a bit, which is why I'm not talking very much. I think it speaks for itself most times. But until next time, let's if I can figure out how to save the game. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Ooh, I even get to name it something. Let's here. This'll irritate everybody. Perfect. Excellent. All right. See you later, everybody.